Stress, burnout, anxiety, overwhelm, what are they and how might they be affecting our physical and emotional health? Debbie here from My Holistic Bliss, and I have made it my priority to support and guide busy women like you, both in person and online, to manage your stress, to help support you with anxiety, overwhelm, and prevent or recover from burnout, both physical and emotional burnout. Here are some common struggles or indicators that stress, anxiety, or overwhelm might be affecting your life. Stress, anxiety, overwhelm affects our physical and emotional health. That could manifest in the form of weight loss or weight gain. It could affect our sleep, our ability to get to sleep, our ability to stay asleep. It can affect our body's immunity, finding that we're getting colds more often, finding that we are feeling more run down. It can also have digestive effects. So when we are very stressed, when we're very anxious, that can manifest in our normal functioning digestion, so IBS type symptoms. It can create muscular tension around the neck, the shoulders, and other parts of the body. It can affect our mood, so the fluctuation of hormones can affect us and create mood swings. It can lead to burnout, both physical and emotional burnout, to brain fog, a whole number of ways that you may have noticed that a lot of stress, anxiety, and overwhelm is affecting the way that you live your life. So, why are we feeling more stressed, more anxious, more overwhelmed now than ever? Well, we have lots of social pressures, social media. We can have work-related, workplace, career pressures, finances, family commitments, who we are caring for, our relationships, health concerns, a lack of time, a lack of support. These are all contributing factors to us feeling more stressed, more anxious, more overwhelmed than ever. And often we don't really know where to start. I can help you with this. With 2 decades of professional experience in fitness, yoga, and mindfulness, and more recently, my training in acupuncture. I've also had my own personal experiences with stress and burnout. The years of prioritising everyone else's, my clients' health and well-being, and neglecting my own, the loss of a loved one, running a business throughout that, and then you throw in COVID and running a business throughout COVID to the mix. I had to lean on my own advice, my own practices, and you know what? They work. Yeah, I still get stressed. Life still throws challenges my way. But using the practices that I share with you and the practices that I use on myself, I can better respond to those challenges, to those stresses, and it can be less impactful on my mood, my energy, and my well-being. So here are my top 4 priorities that I use when I'm helping to support my own stress management and well-being, and when I am supporting my clients with their stress and well-being. So number 1 is breath. How we breathe is a kind of window to what's going on in our body, a window to the state of our mind. So can you take a moment whenever you're stressed, whenever you're feeling anxious, to just check in with your breathing? Can you add some moments throughout the day just to close your eyes, to be quite present and mindfully aware of the state of your breath? It has the power to change how you feel and how you approach your response to stress. By the way, I'm recording this with my dog Frankie by the side of me, so if you can hear a funny snoring sound, that's him, because he is very much not stressed and relaxing with a snooze. Number 2 is movement or activity. Our bodies thrive on movement. It can help us to stay physically well. It can also help to shift our mood, our mindset. So whatever kind of movement gets you excited, brings you joy, do it. Because if you enjoy it, then you are more likely to do it consistently. And the more we can get our bodies moving, the more we can get that blood, that oxygen moving around our body, that keeps everything working well, keeps everything as healthy as possible. Number 3 is physical self-care. Now, you could relate this to the breath, you could relate this to movement, but physical self-care is looking after our body. So this can be things like brushing your teeth, looking after your skin, your hair. What can you do to help keep your body as healthy as possible? It can be what you nourish yourself with the food and drink that you are consuming. It can also be how you are allowing your body to rest, to repair. So our physical self-care can also be related to our rest and our sleep. So doing things in your daily life, and it doesn't necessarily mean it has to be a full day or a holiday. Those are all lovely things, but our physical self-care is the day-to-day things that we do to help look after our physical body. And when we're looking after our physical body, when we are getting plenty of rest, plenty of sleep or good quality sleep, then our responses to stress tend to be better. You know that when you are not sleeping well, that when you are eating certain foods, that it can increase or inflame your response to stress and to challenges in life. Number 4 is our emotional self-care. So looking after our emotions and looking after us, checking in with how you're feeling on a day-to-day basis. It can also include doing mindful activities that help to promote better emotional care or better emotional health. So again, like the movement, do whatever you feel helps to keep you emotionally well. That could be getting lost in a good book. That could be going out in the garden. That could be meditating. That could be doing some form of mindful movement. Whatever it is, do it as often as you can, because our emotions and the well-being of everybody else's emotions are just as important. And when we tend to spend too much time focusing on everybody else's emotional well-being, ensuring that everybody else's needs are met, which I know can be essential, we can often forget about our own. So are there some relationships in your life that are perhaps not serving you? And if possible, can you let go of those relationships? Are there some that you would like to encourage to flourish, that really raise you up? Also, how we talk about and to ourselves, the words that we communicate to others and the words that we think about. Are we talking and communicating about ourselves in a positive way? And the same goes for our emotional self-care. When we are checking in with our emotions and when we are keeping ourselves as emotionally well as possible, this can also help improve our response to stress and the challenges of day-to-day life. So if this resonates with you and if you found this useful and you would like a little bit of extra support, a helping hand, that's my specialty. So please do get in touch. I love to hear from you, or take a little look around my website to find out about the different offerings, both online and in person. I hope to connect with you soon.